Hello, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Tori, and today I will be ranking all the eyeshadow palettes I first used in 2021 and bought in 2021. I've done this video the past 2 years, so I have them listed in the description box down below or in the cards. And if you enjoy these type of videos, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And before we get into the ranking, let's do some honorable mentions. The honorable mentions include palettes that I either just finished forming an opinion on them, so they're not in this list, and they'll be in the list next year, or I've used 1 or 2 shades and haven't used that many more. For example, one palette I haven't touched yet is the Disney and Colourpop Tinkerbell palette. I'm very excited to use this. This is such a unique color story for me. This one I love. This is the Powerpuff Girls and Colourpop palette. I've used almost every single shade as of this moment, and I can't wait to rank this next year because I think that's a good contender. Next, from Mocha P Beauty, which no longer exists, I have the Fan Service palette. They switched to skincare and I no longer support the company, but I still own the stuff, so I'm still going to use it and rank it because these personal rankings mean a lot for me. Next, I have the Milani Gilded Jewel palette. This is a surprising, I really enjoyed this so far. I haven't used every single shade yet, but what I've used I really enjoy, which surprised me. Next, the Lime Crime Prelude Chroma. Very pretty. Love this one. Not surprised, this is a Lime Crime bestseller now. Next, the Natasha Denona Mini Love. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Next, the Huda Beauty Wild Python palette. So unique. Really love it. Then the Sugarpill Fun Size palette. So pretty. Also, sorry if you hear the cat purring. She doesn't want to leave my side anymore. And then last but not least, of unranked eyeshadows, the Sugarpill Capsule 2. I really like this one. I really like it. Now, everything that's actually ranked, starting in last place in the 25th spot, is from Pretty Heart Cosmetics. It's the Princess of Fiji palette. Really pretty palette. My ranking for this palette is 6.5 out of 10. My issues with this is, as a whole, I don't follow this brand anymore because they have a weird limited edition policy, which to me gives off fast fashion vibes, which I know we're going to see Colourpop in this. I try not to buy that much from Colourpop anymore because of fast fashion. That is, that's their biggest offender. I don't like that whole concept. I don't like that this palette has 3 glitters. The mattes were easy to use, but the shimmers are only good with a finger, and you're going to see that note a lot. I love it when you can use a shimmer with a finger or a brush or however, and it works. I want it to be able to be used by all 3 to be an ideal shimmer in my collection. So this is a 6.5. Pretty, but because of all those other factors, it drug it down for me. And also, I did receive this as a gift for Christmas. I will mention whether or not if I receive stuff as gifts, because I feel like that could also affect my view on things, and I want to be transparent and tell you. So for 24th, I also received this as a gift. This is the Iheartrevolution Sour Cherry palette. Also, none of these are PR. When I mean they're gifts, I mean they are literal gifts from people in my life. If they were PR, I would let you know, but I don't get any of that. So this is the Iheartrevolution Sour Cherry palette. I rank this as 7 out of 10. Very easy to blend, nice shades, but this is not a 1 palette look. And when I try to do a 1 palette look with 1, 2, and 3, this champagne is the worst offender of being so flaky that I don't like reaching for this for 1 palette, which means I'm gonna have to like randomly keep it out and stuff. I don't know. This one's not a good asset to my collection. Next, for 23rd, I put the Juvia's Place The Mattes palette. So I ranked this as 7.1 out of 10. It's an easy buildable matte formula. The shimmers need a finger. I would try an all matte palette from them because I think I would really enjoy it. But also my other gripe is these 2 shades are too similar. Similar on the pan, similar on the eyes. There's only 6 shades. You can't have that similarities in that small of an eyeshadow palette. Next, I received this palette as a gift for 22. It's another palette I received as a gift, and it's the Colourpop in a Trance palette. So I did take out the glitter and put it in a different palette, but overall I found this palette easy to use. I love the tones, but I was annoyed that the Super Shock is pretty much dried out already. I did hit pan in it, but like it's it's flaky now because it's dried out. Out of a lot of the stuff I own, I felt like this it was most similar to stuff I already owned. It's not that unique in my collection, but was pretty, but not the best. Next, in the 21st spot, I put Mocha P Beauty's Made Cafe. Now, one thing with my rating is the art. I buy for concepts. I don't want to see the boobies. I want to see my own boobies, not other people's. You know? I feel like that was a weird statement to put, but like, time and place. Does that make me a little prudish? Maybe to some people, but just a time and place for everything, right? So Made Cafe palette. First off the bat, there's not enough shimmer. There's only one row. My other issue with this palette is it's all midtones. There's no like really dark brown. Like these browns are all still mid-tone. And then once again, I also do not support this company anymore, and they don't even sell eyeshadow. Next, for 20th, this is another palette I received as a gift. This is the Iheartrevolution Black Cherry palette. It is a blood sugar dupe. I ranked this at 8.2 out of 10. I found it easy to use. It's kind of a foolproof palette. The shimmers are best used with a finger. However, they also get a weird like hard pan over time. Like the shimmers seal over. You can tell, especially with like these ones. I don't like that because I don't want to be scraping my eyeshadow before I put them on every day. Next, for 19th, I have the W7 Violet Lights palette. I also received this as a gift, and I ranked it at 8.3 out of 10. It's easy to use. It lasts a long time with a primer, and it was a ABH Norvina dupe. That's the whole reason I wanted it, because I don't really buy from ABH. 8.3. Wasn't bad. Could have been better. I bought it because it was a dupe. It's kind of whatever. Like, would I miss it if it was gone? Yeah. But I'm not, like, in love with it. Next, for 18th place, I picked the Colourpop. I ranked the Colourpop Miss Bliss. This was a gift, and I ranked it at 8.4 out of 10. I gave it 6 points off because of the glitter. You will notice I give points off because of glitters. This was a normal eyeshadow, but it's currently in a Z palette, and this was where the glitter was. This is the typical Colourpop formula, and Chakra, couldn't think about how to say it. Chakra is my favorite shade out of this palette, but yeah. Typical Colourpop. This would have been ranked higher if it didn't have a glitter, because I do like this color story. But the glitters, man, I'm not a big fan of glitters. For 17th place, I put the Colourpop Thumper palette. I found this palette to have beautiful cool tones. I ranked it at 8.5 out of 10. Typical Colourpop formula. I did buy it because of the concept, because of Thumper. I love rabbits. I love Bambi. So I definitely was suckered in for concept, but it's okay. Next, in 16th place, I have another Colourpop palette, and it's the Colourpop Baby Got Peach. I ranked this at 8.6 out of 10, and I did receive this as a gift, and another shade in here is missing because it's in a Z palette. I found this palette to be not that peachy. It looks peachy, but I noticed when actually wearing it, it was just, it's unique and it's grungy, but it's not peachy. So because of that, it wasn't ranked higher because, you know, Baby Got Peach. Baby give you grunge, Baby don't give you peach. Cute, love it, definitely unique in my collection, but I don't feel the peach personally. And then for 15th, I have Colourpop's Aura and Out. So this was also a gift, and I ranked this at 8.7 out of 10. So it is missing a white shade from here and a glitter. I found this really buildable, and out of the 3, like in that set, I found this to have the best shimmers, most easy to use. This one does have a little hard pan, but I created that myself because I went in too chaotically. But yeah, this one is also, I would say, the most unique to my collection. I just really like these tones. I didn't think I would like tones like these, but I really enjoy them. Love that. Did I say this at 8.7 out of 10? Next, in 14th space, I have Mocha P Beauty's Husbando palette. I gave this an 8.7 out of 10. It is an all matte palette besides, Geno's up here is a shimmer silver. That one aside, I found this palette very unique, and I found them all really pigmented, and I have no problem picking up an all matte palette to use a pop from a different palette, if that makes sense. Like, all matte palettes don't annoy me. Next, for 13th, I picked the Colourpop Nook Inc Quad. I ranked this at 8.8 out of 10, and this is what it looks like. These have a different glitter formula compared to the typical Colourpop palettes, like those circle ones, 9 pans. This is a different glitter formula. This palette does not overlap with Colourpop Just My Luck. However, it does have this kind of same vibes, the meant to be, but I did enjoy it. Next, in 12th place, I put the Colourpop 5-star palette, and I ranked this at 8.9 out of 10. Once again, a different glitter formula. I found this a gorgeous everyday look. However, I know why the yellow was put in here. The yellow was put in here because it's Isabelle, of course. But sometimes I feel like it's just, I don't know what to do with it in here. I'd rather pull out a yellow palette and use this, or a neutral palette and use this. I don't know how, I don't really like pairing yellows and pinks together. That's just a personal preference thing. But 8.9 out of 10. Next, for 11th place, I have the Colourpop Make It Fearless Quint. Let's say quad. That's not quad, it's quint. I've rated this a 9 out of 10. This was very easy to use. Nice formula, very pigmented. Loved this shimmer in particular, and especially these two shades. Nothing wrong with these two, but like, these just make it for me. Obviously, this can be a standalone palette, but also can't, depending on the type of person you are. You know, you can pull it in with other stuff, but I really enjoy this quint. Hey everyone, I know this video is kind of a little long, so I wanted to throw something in here that I've been thinking about doing for a while now. A little surprise for those of you that I'm very grateful for. I'm going to be doing a giveaway. There's a bunch of stuff in this box from various brands, including Wet n Wild, Too Faced, Pixie, Copacetic Cosmetics, and Laura Geller. And I've been holding on to this stuff, debating what I wanted to do with it, but I think now's the time for a little giveaway. And I'll do more online eventually. It will be open to US only at the moment. I'm sorry for my international friends. I know there's a couple of you from demographics, but just not at the moment because of college budget. But eventually I'll do it international. I have other stuff planned for the future. But to enter the giveaway, obviously US only. In a comment down below, just have a blue emoji in it if you want to be entered, and then leave a way for me to contact you, whether Instagram's best. If it is Facebook, just write Facebook. If you're in the Fantastic Ladies, I'll be able to find you. If you give your first name, I should be able to find you. But ideally, Instagram, even Twitter, would be the best way for me to contact someone. So leave those down below with a blue emoji if you are interested. And I will pick a giveaway winner on January 29th. And then I will message them and let them know. I'll probably also put it in the comments pinned to this video and even in the description box. So now on to all the rankings remaining. 10th place. So in 10th place, I have Colourpop's What a Hoot, and I ranked this a 9.1 out of 10. Once again, it's a different glitter formula, but it's gorgeous for every day. I did really enjoy this one. Do wish that they pulled in something more for Celeste, or if Celeste got her own palette. Celeste bias. I love Celeste, but also because it would have been nice with a red and a pink, but still cute. Still like it. Next, in 9th place, I have the Too Faced Cinnamon Bear palette. This was a gift, and I ranked this a 9.2 out of 10. Don't really support Too Faced that much anymore, but I did really enjoy this. I know a lot of people were like, oh my god, that's so stupid. But I found this an easy neutral palette, and I've reached for it a lot more than I thought I would. And I really enjoy the blush. I actually threw it into a project because I enjoy it that much. So I understand why people found this to be stupid, but I really enjoyed it, so can't really say anything. Next, for 8, I have Colourpop's Meant to Be. This was a gift, and I ranked it a 9.25 out of 10. So that's what it looks like. I just found this to be it has such great tones. It is the typical Colourpop formula, but it's just so unique to my collection. I just really enjoy using it. There's like, I don't know what else to say. I really enjoy it. Next, for 7th place, is another Colourpop palette, and it is the Cloud Spun palette. So this is the first ever pink palette I bought from them. I ranked this a 9.3 out of 10. These are my types of pinks. I love the tones in here. It's very easy to blend. Even the glitter that's not in here at the moment, I do like. I love this Super Shock. When it dries out on me, I'm probably gonna cry. Not exaggerating. I reached for this a lot more than I thought I would. I like it a lot. Similarly, in 6th place, I have the Colourpop On Cloud Blue. I ranked this a 9.4 out of 10. I like this palette more than Blue Moon. These blues are my type of blues. Like, when I want a blue palette, I reach for this. I still like Blue Moon, but I like this one a lot more. I really enjoy it, and it also had a shimmer. I mean, a glitter, sorry, but yeah. Really like this one. Getting into the home stretch, in 5th place, I have Colourpop's Label of the Ball. So this is the last one from the bundle of the Animal Crossing and Colourpop stuff. I ranked this a 9.5 out of 10. This is what it looks like. Once again, different glitter formula. However, I love this. Even just these 3 alone, love doing looks with them, love pairing them in with other things. I just enjoyed using this quad the most, and so much compared to the other ones. Next, for 4th place, I have the Sugarpill Capsule 1 palette. I did get this as a gift, and I ranked this a 9.6 out of 10. I found the best luck with the shimmers finger only, which I hate it, but I really love all the tones in here. The mattes are so easy to use. I don't think the mattes are the same formula as the Pro Pans, but they're definitely similar, and I just love them. Like, I love this. I know some people didn't like the size things. I like the size things because it's going to take me forever to use this shade up because I'm most likely going to use it in my outer corner. So I really enjoy this. Pretty much started collecting these because of how much I enjoyed this one. So very happy with that. Next, for 3, I have the Yassy Lashes I Love You palette. I ranked this a 9.7 out of 10. Fair warning, this palette is limited edition. But I bought this on a whim. It was for Valentine's Day last year. And I just bought it because I was a sucker for a lot of the names. They're couples from animes. For example, like Tori and Kyo from Fruit Baskets are in here. So I bought it because the concept, was a sucker for it, right? I love the shimmers. And the mattes are so buildable. I used this a lot more than I thought I would when I got it. Even though Cloud Spun is my ideal pink palette, this one's right up there a second. I really enjoyed this. It's really nice. In 2nd place, these last 2 items were both gifts from my mom. Iconic, right? So 2nd place is Midas Cosmetics and Smokey Glow palette. I don't know if this has a name. I ranked it a 9.75 out of 10. I enjoyed this so much. So happy when I finally got my hands on it. Vote did have an issue where it was falling out, but I glued that dude back in. The shimmers are so pretty. It's so easy to use. I definitely want to try more from Midas in the future when it comes to eyeshadow. But I use this all the time. Even Dofa over here looks intimidating. I'll just throw it in my outer corner. Like, I love it. I really enjoy it. And then in 1st place, I feel like if you knew I had this, it wouldn't be surprising. In 1st place, I put Shroud and Beautbean, or I believe it's Batty Bean now. It's freaking Bats palette. So unique. I ranked it a 9.8 out of 10 just because I don't like giving stuff 10 out of 10s, but also because I can't. This is not an everyday palette for me, but it's so gorgeous, so easy to use. In my opinion, the Sugarpill Pro Pans are like my favorite formula. They were my favorite formula until after I tried these. This formula is definitely the top now when it comes to my collection. I really like Shroud's pigments, whatever they use. I love it. Definitely will buy more in the future, but this palette by itself is just so unique to me, and I especially I love the purples. I'm sucker for purples at the moment, but even the greens and the cauliflower blue, I love it. These were the 25 palettes I used this year for the first time, or bought this year, or were gifted this year from friends and family, and there weren't that many misses. It was pretty good. It was actually pretty good. I'm very happy with everything that came into my life. There are some stuff that I might declutter in the future, looking at you, mini Iheartrevolution, but overall, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed everything. Let me know if you would have ranked any of these palettes differently, or let me know what you would rank number one out of all the stuff you pulled in to your life during 2021. But yeah, if you enjoy me, don't forget to stick around, and I hope you're having an amazing day or night whenever you're watching this. Peace out, Girl Scout.